Hi, Robins. It's so good to see you all today. Just making sure that you all can hear me. This is actually my first live, so I'm really excited to get to know you guys and interact with you guys better. Hi, loves. Yay, I'm glad that you guys can hear me. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick brief about this new apartment that I have. I really recently downsized from the house that I had before. I wasn't online as much and I wasn't here a lot. So I figured, hey, why have, all that land when I could just have something small? And I normally like smaller spaces. So I went with the IKEA skybox, and this was perfect for me. It's a smaller size house, but it's perfect. I did do some modifications so that it can be a little bit more modern. Their houses are normally really nice and well made. So this is a skybox. Of course, it's a rare. Depending on the brand, this brand used to make a lot of gotchas, but the gotcha brand is not going to be, um, it's not going to end until the 1st of September. So I did get this gotcha, thank goodness. So I was able to set this up a little bit and move in. Okay, so I haven't finished decorating this house. I really wanted to leave space for the fall and the winter items that are coming because I love those seasons. So I'm waiting for more items to come out to actually get into the style of things. For me, when I'm decorating my house, it's never done. It's always something that I'm constantly changing out and switching here and there. So with this house, we can start here at the door. This is not the door it came with. I can show you from the outside. It is not the door that it came with. I actually took the door from an Ansu skybox, and I can show you, and I modified the door in. I believe the first door that it came with is actually still on the house. I'm just gonna put the transparency back up so you can see. I wanted a black door. I didn't want a door with a window, so I switched it out for an Ansu door. So I basically ripped the door out of another skybox that was made by Ansu. Right? Oops. And I didn't want to delete the door. Normally some people, you can delete the door if you unlink it. But since it, like I said, it's a gotcha, I didn't want to unlink and lose parts of it. I don't know if gotchas are ever going to make its way back or not, or if this is going to be something that it's not going to come back at all. So I want to keep this skybox intact. So I made a quick modification on the door. I added the Ansu door so I would get something a little bit more sophisticated and neat. So the house is from IKEA, and I can put it in the chat. Let me just reach over and type it in the chat so that you can see it. There we go. So again, so I switched out the doors and I also hued the door a little black so that I can have this black, sleek, complete look. So my colors that I used were kind of neutral, and I used whites and browns, very soft tones, nothing too hyper. I can't do hyper right now. I can do it, but not for where I live, you know? So I had to switch that out. And it's 2 levels. So I'm really happy that I was able to get a house that is small and it's not too much to handle. So right after the door, I set up a dining table, dining space, because you know I love dining. It's something really elegant about just having a space that you can enjoy with friends, set up some place settings, you know, and really dine out in a sophisticated way with your friends. So I end up putting out this table, which is by the Loft and Aria. I love this table. There's something just really nice about it. It's just very minimal and sleek and elegant. So I really love this table. But I also didn't want it to look like we were prepared to have dinner every single day. I wanted to look lived in and clean. So I didn't put out any table settings just yet, any place settings just yet. I put out some wine glasses, some champagne glasses actually, of course. But yes, no place settings just yet. Maybe around Thanksgiving, or if we were setting up for a brunch or something, I would probably do some plate settings. I also got these candles from Nutmeg. They were really cute. They didn't overpower the table at all. The light fixtures, I want to believe that I got these from the Loft and Aria as well. Let me just check. Yes, the Loft and Aria. So I love these light fixtures. It was actually 1 and I just doubled up on it. And you can see it's 2 that I doubled to get it feel like a little bit more full. And the chairs aren't normally dining room chairs. They are from Fancy Decor. I really love them. They had this nice gray fabric on it. And I love the black accent, which worked perfectly with the table. Again, I didn't want it to look too overdone. I wanted something minimal, something clean, you know, functional. So that's my dining area. Over here, it's kind of empty. But again, I said I wanted to keep this space empty so that I can have a blank canvas, so that I can decorate it for the fall and the winter season. This fireplace did come with a fire setting. I removed the fire setting and I added this plant by the no, it's the Load. I added this by the Load. And as you can see, if I move the vase out of the way, there's this shadow that the fireplace left. But by putting the vase there, it doesn't look as bad. It kind of looks like the vase is casting its own shadow. So I'm really loving that feel. I did put out a little bit of whiskey on top. And this artwork, I'm in love with this artwork because of the 3D type of print. It's almost like I can feel it, but I can't because it's virtual. But I love the way it pops out at you. And let's not forget Magic, our lovely little cat. It won't be a home unless Magic is home with me, right? So this is my living room area. Just gonna let me turn my fly cam on so that you can get more of a smooth effect. And you can really see the space a little better. So the artwork is from Fancy Decor. It is texture changeable with the artwork. So when I saw this minimal print, it just fits so perfectly. It flowed with the black and the beige colors and the sandy tones. It all blended so well. So that was a big plus for me. The light that comes across one of the paintings, the artwork, was actually from the loft and Aria. It was a part of a bedroom set, and I was like, this is perfect. So I got that and I added it to the living room space. It gave it a modern touch. These chairs were actually from, I want to say they're from Wrong. I can't remember. Let me just check. Yes, they're from Wrong. And what happened to these chairs were, it didn't have this brown color. It came in this orange or what color? Pink color. It was the closest color I can get. Let me just show you what color it came in normally. And I'll change it back. So it came in this pink color, and I like the pink, but I wanted something a bit darker, not too masculine, but a little bit warm. Let's get a little closer. And what I was able to do, I was able to rip this entire sofa apart and put it back in so it could fit perfectly into this corner. I really wanted something modern but trendy, if you know what I mean. I wanted something really sleek. So I was really bummed that it didn't come in white or black, but I like that I was able to hue it and get a nice chocolate brown tone. I love how it looks now. Again, it's modified. It does not look like this in the store, but I'm so happy that creators can make things that we can break apart and put back together. So this was a big plus for me. I was able to just customize it exactly how I want it to be. And I got this fan diffuser from Consignment. This is actually a new release by them. So it was perfect. I was like, this is perfect. I love it. It's just modern. It's a great addition to my living space. And I didn't want to do too much on my coffee table. I just wanted to keep it clean and neat. Not too much, not too complicated. Of course, again, during the winter season, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I might add a few pieces that, you know, go along with those themes. And these chairs are from the Oak, I believe. They're fairly new, I want to say. And I'm starting to get very obsessed with their items. I'm in love with this store. There's just something fresh about them. It's new, it's bright, it looks cozy. I love it. So it's just the little details that make your space change the theme and style you're looking for. So I really wanted something that was modern, minimal, and not too much. These plants, the big one, of course, is from Soy. They've always been one of my favorite creators, one of the favorite stores that I love to go to. So for plants, I'm always going to Soy. This is always going to be one of my go-to because it's so big and it's pretty. You know, it's not too much, it's not overpowering. It just gave a great complement to the tones that I have in my living room space. And then I created a little nook. This is where I come to read, guys. Come to read all the chats that are on Facebook or something, right? So this bookcase was actually by the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁, and it was one item, and I broke it apart and I moved around the decor that it had in the bookcase, and I added some of my own from 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁, the magazine, and I spread it out. It's not full all the way, as you can see, it's half empty. But I'm hoping to find other pieces that doesn't overpower it. It has the same kind of stone tone to keep it balanced. So it's still a work in progress. Oh yes, I love that the chair looks really fluffy and comfortable. It really does. I really loved it for that. These chairs are from, let's see, I think it's from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁, yes. And again, I'm looking for chairs that has the black accents to it. So it worked really well with the space, and put out a little bit of magazine. I envisioned myself sitting in the corner here with a cup of tea, my magazine, just watching and learning different things. And in the corner, because this house came with this corner, and I didn't know what to do with it at first, but then I said, oh, I would love to be in the computer in front of a beautiful window that, you know, brings in the sunlight. It's gorgeous. I get inspired by seeing the beauty from outside. So I envisioned what Quincy would have liked if she was at the computer making all these edits for videos for you all. You know, what she would be inspired by, and I got all these things. This is one of my favorite computers that were made in Second Life. This is actually by Vespertine. It was a part of one of her gotchas, and I love it. It's one of the things that I go back to over and over because I love the sticky note, the little message. Don't forget that you are awesome, all my robins. So this was a win for me. I also like the accessories that I got from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁. Again, it's all about the little details that you add that really make a space what it is. And I got pencils that were black to go with the black and white beige cream theme. So this is my little corner. And I got the desk is actually a console from the Oaks, the same creator that made the fluffy chairs. So I'm really happy about that. And again, plants are a must in SL. You don't have to water them. They don't die. They're amazing. Get you some plants. The kitchen. I love creating a kitchen. It's something that, I don't know, it's like rewarding to just set up a kitchen. And I don't know, it feels homey. It feels, I just love kitchens. So this kitchen was actually mixed with Hive and Dust Bunny. So the shelves and the cabinets are all mixed in. For example, the cabinets are from the Hive. The sink is from Dust Bunny. So what I did is I modified the sink onto the Hive cabinet. I love decorating with pieces on top of the counters. It makes it feel more homey. It makes it feel more welcoming. I just, no, you have to have things on your countertops. You know, in your house, you're always having things on the countertop unless you're uber clean, which I am not. But yes, I always have a bottle of water, a plant, my blender, ready to make my little smoothie in the morning. You know, something that makes it feel more real. And that's the goal that we're going for. So in this space, what I did to kind of enhance the black in the other parts of the house, I use these panels that are from 𝐹𝑜𝓁. They're kind of rustic, but they're not too rustic to the point where it's standing out. It gave a nice backsplash to the countertops and to the cabinets. So this space is one of my favorites. I just love coming into my kitchen, knowing I don't really have to cook and enjoying this space. It was very tricky to add in the refrigerator. It took a little while to do that, but again, we got it done. And here we are. So the refrigerator itself is from Dust Bunny. The cabinets again are from the Hive. So what I did was, the Hive had a refrigerator that you couldn't see into, and I really liked the glass effect this refrigerator was giving to me. So I removed the Hive refrigerator and I replaced it with the Dust Bunny refrigerator. I'm gonna pull it out just a little bit so you can see. I had a little bracket in the kitchen. Yeah, so you can see that it's a modification. You can see inside of my fridge. So it was a quick modification. This is a different piece that belongs to the Hive, and this belongs to Dust Bunny. And I just put them together, making it look like it belongs. So I married them together. The island was actually a console. It was a bit shorter. It was a floating console from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁 𝓜𝑔. You can see it from the back right here. This part is normally attached to, I keep touching my bracket. Let me just get rid of it. Forgot I left the bracket in the kitchen. Yeah. So it is a console from 𝐹𝑜𝓁 𝓜𝑔, and I basically expanded so that it can fit into the kitchen. It had the type of texture that I wanted for the kitchen, and it also had the colors that match. It doesn't stand out too much, but it also gives a nice accent that plays off of the backsplash that I used from the panels from 𝐹𝑜𝓁. So these are some of the little things that I like. I love this air fryer from Craftworks. I just don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm actually going to cook something. So it comes out and it goes back in, and I really like that. I got these teacups from Vespertine. The tea time containers are from 𝐹𝑜𝓁. The tea cup is from Dust Bunny, and the kettle is from Fancy Decor. And then I have my ovens, of course, because, you know, Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, I'm going to be cooking and baking. And my pots. I didn't do any window treatments yet. I'm not sure if I would. I got an environment settings, and I'll show you that closest to the end. But I really like looking out of the window. I like the view. Just the feel of it makes me feel like, okay, I am on vacation. And that's the point. You want to have a house in Second Life that makes you feel like, you know, it's something you desire. And I desire peace and relaxation when I come to Second Life. I want something that is relaxing, that takes me on a journey. And just looking out my wine window, it makes me feel like it's relaxing, it's happy, right? So the stovetop, again, it is a part of Dust Bunny's kitchen, and what I did is just remove the stove top and I put it on top of the console, so it looks like I have a nice stove plate that's on my island. And to add a modern touch, I used these light fixtures from Fancy Decor. In this corner, I have some shelves that are from the oak, and I'm planning to put some more decor on the walls. It's a little bare next to the shelves. Let me just fix my camera and get out the wall. It's a little bare on this side, but I'm planning to get something and just hang on the wall. I don't know, maybe some cheese boards, bare cheese boards or chopping boards, however you want to call it. I have different ways of saying things. Again, I'm Caribbean, so you might hear my accent today. So bear with me. So this is my kitchen, and let's head around the corner. So I didn't tell you guys about this little statue, this little corner. I just wanted something that was soft by the door because I didn't want an empty wall. The plant is from Vespertine. The stand is from 𝐹𝑜𝓁, as well as the stone bust. And the artwork, I think the artwork is from Ellen. Something simple and modern. Now with this house, it had a little bit of odd corners. So under the stairs, there was this space, and for the life of me, I danced around it for a while. I didn't know what to do with this space, and then it hit me. You know, Quincy does need clean clothes, so we will be doing our laundry. So I got these cabinets again from the oak, and they were so beautiful. They are so beautifully made. I am obsessed with that brand so far. It's my new go-to brand for modern and soft designs. And what I did was I modified one of these cabinets and took off the doors. So if you touch the door, you can see you have like ability to hue the doors or make it transparent. So I took that off. I took it off this way by making it transparent. I'm just going to show you what I did. And it doesn't have a space. If I move my cursor now, there's nothing there. It's completely blank. And what I did was I used the Dust Bunny corner laundry washing machine and dryer, and I was able to fit it into one of the cabinets, so it all blends in perfectly. It looks like it's supposed to be there, and that's how it came. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something to flow. I didn't want it to look mismatched or misplaced. And I didn't want it to be too recognizable from on this side of the wall, because they're like little bars that you can see from my dining room table. So I didn't want it to be too obvious that it was a laundry corner. I still wanted to keep it neat, wanted to keep it sleek. I love you too, girl. So I wanted to keep everything neat and beautiful. And I added a little plant for a little bit of greenery in this corner, because plants bring life to a space. So let's go upstairs now. So I have this little console that I got from Fancy Decor. Again, I love the legs on these, and it just drew me in. It felt very arty, it felt modern. It was something that I wanted. I was determined to get this piece, okay? So on top of here, I have in this little tray my little letters, my love letters. And and I wanted something with a little bit of color but not too much, so I used this vase from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁 and the light and this decor piece from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁. The painting is from 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁. And this chair is actually new from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁 as well. Again, it's about the dark metal that really, the accent that really makes it stand out and blend in with the rest of the house. And that's what I was going for, the dark tone accents. So in this corner, I haven't done anything in this corner. I don't know what I am going to do with this corner just yet. I'm hoping maybe to do something with workout equipment or even make it into a nice sitting spot. I don't know yet. Again, there are a lot of odd spaces, and I'm hoping to decorate this space with you all and just show you what we can do with spaces that are odd, because I know a lot of houses have odd spaces. And it can be really difficult to find out, you know, what to put into this odd space to make this odd space not be an odd space. And, you know, make some use of that area. So I'm going to show you the bathroom before I show you the closet, because that was a big modification too. So the bathroom, this was a very tiny room, and I don't mind tiny spaces. Again, I wanted something smaller. I didn't want anything that was big. So I was able to fit an entire bathroom into this space. So this is this thing. I didn't go for anything that was big or bulky. I wanted a simple sink to add little beautiful touches. I have my flowers, I have my toothbrush, I have my perfume, my soap, my lotion, and my ginger flavored toothpaste from Fancy Decor. You know, you want that ginger toothpaste. And I had, again, with the black accent from this mirror, it really ties in everything. It doesn't make it look too white. I don't really like showing toilets, but you know, I'm gonna show you all. So I added a little light over the toilet to make it feel a bit modern, and a little container. And these plants, I love plants. It's something about having plants in a space that makes it come to life. All right, let me just turn my camera so you can see a little better. It got stuck in the wall. So this shower, I had to do a quick modification on the shower. It did come built in, and I had to rip it out and add it to this corner. Move the shower head back, and also the drain on the shower. I added a little bench with all my soaps and my body scrubs, because why not? And of course, little plants so that I can wet them when I'm taking a shower. And another thing I want to tell you guys about, when you're decorating something like a shower, think about your avatar and how tall your avatar is. Bring the shower down. You don't have to have it too high. So bring it down so that it matches your avatar's height, where her hands may reach the knobs to turn. So you want to be able to make it feel a little bit realistic. You want it to feel like it belongs to you and it's not in a gigantic house. So remember, decorate for your avatar's size. And I added some artwork again to pull in the black and white theme that I have in my house. Okay. Now for the bedroom and slash closet, this was a project because I had this open space. I didn't know what to do with it. This piece was actually a desk at the 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁. And what I did was, I don't know if you noticed the black paneling on this wall. I actually took the back of the desk. It comes with this black paneling. And I took it out and I made a few copies around the wall to kind of blend everything in. So I have these black panelings in my closet. I also got these shelves from the Loft and Aria, and I dressed them with boxes from Dust Bunny. They're from her new laundry, the Corner Laundry collection. So they came in really handy. They filled up the shelf. They looked like they belong, and I was really happy about that. The racks are again from IKEA, and they had this masculine touch to them, and I like it, but I wanted a female touch, and they're gotcha pieces, so I ended up having 2 pieces, and I made an L-shaped rack, and I took the clothing off another rack that were a bit more feminine, and these are from Ellum. Yes, Ellum. And I added them to the rack, so it added a bit of color to my closet. This mirror also is a gotcha piece, and what I did, it was not modifiable. It was, I think it was green or pink. I can't remember the original color. Let me just check. It was purple, I believe, or pink. It was not one of the colors that I wanted to use in my space, but I wanted the mirror, the shape, it's pretty. So I wanted it, and what I did, I had to hue the entire mirror black, and I took a picture. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I did. I took a picture of the mirror itself, and I added it to a prim. So this is the prim that I added it to, and as you can see on the prim, the very corners, you can see the purple ends of the mirror. See, this is the mirror itself. It's all black. And what I did, I positioned this piece, I opened it up so that I can see the mirror texture, and I positioned that piece onto the mirror. So I can have my mirror in a black tone. It does add a little bit more prim count to your space, but I wanted a black mirror. And then I added all my little pieces that I've been collecting over the time, from Ellum, Trace Blah, Loft and Aria, and so on. So I added all my pieces to make my closet feel like mine. On this end is my bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom, guys. So this bed is from Fancy Decor. It's a bit different, and I'm going to tell you why it's a bit different. The bed sheet does not belong to this bed. The bed sheet is something that I modified onto the original bed sheet. This bed sheet came from an 𝐹𝑜𝓁𝓁 bed, and I was able to take the bed sheet and the pillowcases off and add them to my Fancy Decor bed. Again, these things do add to your prim count if you're not linking them. But I really wanted something a little bit more fluffy. I wanted the duvet to hang. I wanted something more full. And with the Fancy Decor bed, it's beautiful, but the sheets are all tucked in the corners, and I wanted something that just screamed luxurious in the bedroom, and I had to change the sheets. There's nothing wrong with changing the sheets on your bed or pulling a bed apart to just have that fluffiness that you want. So I was able to do that perfectly. Again, you wouldn't know that it was pulled off from a different bed. I'm sure most of you didn't know that. But that's what I did to get something more full. And it's okay, guys. If you want to see me do beds like this in the future, let me know in the comment section down below, and we will do more DIYs so I can show you how to modify your bed to make it look more full, to make it look more plush, and the things you can add to just have an overall attractive bed. So the nightstands are from Fancy Decor, and there was a while where Fancy Decor, his accents pieces were only gold, and I love all his work. Gold, silver, whichever accent he's going to use, I love it. But in my space, as you can tell, I'm using silver and black, so there's no gold. So what I did was I hued the gold knob right here. I'm going to show you to black, Trying to show you there. So the gold knob, it's normally gold. Probably seen this piece before. And what I did, I just hued it black so it blends in. It's not distracting, it's not overpowering anything. I want it to all flow. And it all depends on how you play on the eye, how you want to manipulate the eye, so it's not pulling you in different directions. I want my bed to be the center of attraction. And so that's why I didn't want anything to overpower it. To the foot of the bed, I got these fluffy cushions from 𝐹𝑜𝓁. I saw these and I said, yes, please, I need these. These are so cute. They have this little fluffy feel. Well, I can't say feel, but it gives you a feeling that it's going to be fluffy when you sit on it. So I definitely went and I grabbed 2 of them. These pieces I normally don't sit on. So when you have items in your house that you don't sit on, I pull the animations and the scripts out because it helps you with the lag. So most of the times these items are not working, they're not scripted, they're just there to beautify my space. And then I got these beautiful art pieces from Fancy Decor. They came at the perfect time to just put on this wall. I got this chair from the oak. Again, like I said, I am loving the oak at the moment. They're my heaven. And this rack. So the rack is from, again, 𝐹𝑜𝓁. And what I did was I removed some clothing pieces from the Dust Bunny Corner Laundry collection. I'm going to move it over so you can see. These were not a part of that rack, but I wanted the rack to seem a little bit full. So I added those pieces. And it adds a nice pop of color and a feminine touch to the room. Over by the window, I added, ooh, camera's uncontrollable, hello. Okay, there we go. So I added a bench. And again, this bench is from 𝐹𝑜𝓁 as well as the vase. And I think this is perfect for me to just sit at the window on a rainy day and just look outside. So I thought that was a romantic, sweet touch to add to the bedroom space. And for the balcony, guys, I've been working. This is actually the first spot that I actually started working on when I moved in because I wanted to sit outside. I wanted to have somewhere relaxing. I wanted to feel comfortable, and I love the outside, but I don't really like the bugs. So this is my balcony. These chairs are from Fancy Decor. I love these chairs. I don't see these chairs being used as much as they should be. They are awesome. I love the accents on them. They're just perfect. They're modern. The sofa is also from Fancy Decor, as well as the fire pit is from Fancy Decor as well. These tables are also from the 𝐹𝑜𝓁. So I was able to add in more black accents again. So it's all about accenting your space to have it look cohesive, to make it marry to each other. It just looks like everything belongs in this space. And that's the trick. If you can pull off having the colors look alike, more than likely you're on the right path. This is from Soy, and I couldn't help it because I just needed it. My inventory said, please get this for me. So I saw this and I said, yes, this is it. I love this piece because of the dark strings. Again, it looks like a cozy corner that I will be outside reading a book, taking my notes. It was a perfect addition to my balcony. And I decided to do a little bit of a bar, somewhere I could come out, roll out of bed and have breakfast, have a drink. Just something cozy that you want to add in your space. A bar doesn't necessarily have to be within the house. It can be on your balcony, it could be in the back of the house, it can be wherever you put it, as long as you're dressing it for that space and you're not overdoing it. So there's not too much liquor on top of my bar. It's just perfect for me and my guests. So this is my space. It's tiny, it's me, it's what I wanted. And as far as the outside is, again, guys, I'm always in the skies. Most of the times I'm always in the sky. So this environment space came from an environment, I think it's called Environmental. I'll put the name of the brand in the chat. But it was perfect. They also sell clouds. So I don't know if you can see the clouds. Let me just get my fly cam on so you can see the clouds properly. So I wanted something that was just relaxing, moody, and these clouds added exactly what I needed to my space. So I do recommend, if you do live in the sky, to get an environment. It does add to the relaxation of looking out the window and just tying in everything. The trees are from Little Branch. It's a little branch. And yes, this is it. This is Quincy's new slice of heaven. So now I'm willing to answer anyone's questions about styling and decorating their space. If you have any for me, I would love to hear them. Thank you so much, KK. I really appreciate that. DIY videos are definitely on the list to come, so do stay tuned. How do you guys feel about more live videos? Would you like for me to go live more? Oh, that's wonderful, Sparkling. I think it's always good to redecorate. It gives you a reason to shop. So when I'm looking for vases and flowers, there are a couple of places that I go to. I love going to Ariskia. I love the Loft and Aria. Load is one of my favorite places to go to because, like I said, they are not seen for home decor as much as they should be. But they have beautiful, beautiful texture flowers. I love them. The Loft and Aria gives you an opportunity to change the colors on the flowers that you do purchase from them. So, for instance, the rose that you've seen on my sink top, I can change them to pink or yellow, and that's what you want. You want something that is constantly, you could switch it out and it gives you a fresh take without breaking the bank, right? So those are the places that I really look to for vases. And also Apple Fall. He doesn't always make vases and plants, but when he does, they're right on time. I also like Dust Bunny and Vespertine. There isn't a plant that I don't own from Vespertine or Dust Bunny. And also the Hive is really good. Absolutely, I can show you how to do the mirror and as well move scripts from items. It's going to help you tremendously with lag when you remove scripts because you don't need the scripts. After you set your house and it's not a gotcha, and of course after September 1st we won't be having gotchas anymore. Yay, nay, we'll see. But removing the scripts means that you won't be lagging as much and you get to enjoy the things that you are using. So for instance, I won't remove the scripts from my bed, but if there's a chair in a corner that I may never sit on, I'll remove the scripts. So it does help because your scripts are constantly listening. So they turn on from time to time and that can lag you. You don't want that. So let me know if you guys want me to go live in the future because this is actually fun to have an interaction with you all and see you guys turn out and be curious about how I decorate my space. I'm really happy to see you all actually. And we can do this more often. If you would like, we can do this once a week or maybe more depending on my schedule. Would you want to see this? Leave a comment down below, let me know. And if you have any questions for future Q&A, leave it down below again and I'll collect them and we can talk about these things. So my dress, oh, I'm so sorry guys, I didn't tell you where my outfit is from. So my dress is from Alaris. They just recently started making, and I'm probably pronouncing the brand name incorrectly. I will put it in local. I was about to say I was going to put it in local, guys. Really? Okay, I'll put it in the chat. So they recently started making clothes and I am loving their style and their take on fashion. So far, the bodies that they're compatible with that I've seen is Lara Maitreya, The Legacy, and Cooper. So I think those are perfect for our community. I think that's what everyone's wearing now. And I had someone ask me where my hair was from before the stream, actually. So just in case you're curious, it's from Studio Expression. I'm actually wearing 2 hair bases that are from Studio Expression. And I just layered it because I want a little bit of baby hair. So I layered the hair onto my Luluka head. I'm thinking that next week, in the middle of the week probably, I'll probably get on live and show you guys how to use the Luluka HUD, because that was a task. Going from Evo to Evo X was a task for me. So maybe we can do that together just in case anyone is having a difficult time setting up their Luluka HUD. I think that will be helpful to a lot of us. Yes, and I'm excited to just keep doing this with you all and hanging out and seeing all my beautiful robins. I really love having you all here with me today. Again, thank you so much for coming out, and I can't wait to transform this apartment with you all and show you how to do things. I believe that all the Luluka heads are now updated, but I think maybe next week, if you want, we can do a Luluka review and we can go through all the heads of what is updated and what's not updated. But I'm pretty sure most of the heads are updated for the Luluka head. So we can do that most definitely next week. I will set out a premiere and I'll see you all then. So for all my decor lovers and all my robins, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and let's our community and our family grow. And I'm so happy. I'm excited. This was fun. So until next time, my loves. Bye.